The United States has paused visa processing for Nigeria, Russia, and at least 73 other countries as part of a broader review of its immigration screening procedures. The U.S. Department of State directed embassies and consulates to halt visa processing for the affected countries from January 21, pending a reassessment of screening and vetting standards, according to an internal memo first reported by Fox News. Under the directive, consular officers are instructed to refuse visa applications using existing provisions of U.S. immigration law while the review is ongoing. The pause applies to multiple visa categories and will remain in effect until the reassessment is completed. The affected countries span Africa, the Middle East, Asia, Europe, and Latin America. They include Nigeria, Somalia, Egypt, Iran, Iraq, Yemen, Afghanistan, Russia, Brazil, and Thailand. The policy is linked to the enforcement of the public charge rule, a provision of U.S. immigration law that allows authorities to deny visas to applicants considered likely to depend on public benefits. In November 2025, the State Department issued updated guidance to U.S. missions worldwide, calling for stricter application of the rule. The guidance expanded the factors consular officers must assess, including age, health, English proficiency, financial resources, employment prospects, and the likelihood of requiring long-term medical care. Applicants assessed as being at risk of relying on public assistance may be denied visas. Somalia has drawn particular scrutiny following a major fraud investigation in Minnesota, where U.S. prosecutors uncovered widespread abuse of welfare programs. Federal authorities said many of those implicated were Somali nationals or Somali-Americans. Nigeria was not specifically highlighted in the memo, but its inclusion places it among countries facing tighter U.S. immigration controls. Thousands of Nigerians apply annually for student, work, tourist, and family-based visas to the United States. The State Department has not announced a timeline for completing the review or clarified whether humanitarian exemptions will be granted. The development is expected to create uncertainty for prospective travelers, students, and families from the affected countries.